Okay, so I got a little toy in today, and I thought I would do a little unboxing if I can get my tripod to work correctly. So here we go. I bought myself a brand new Kuretake number 40. It's okay, Diggy. That's my dog freaking out. So let's open this bad boy up. Oh, let's see. Sealed pretty nicely in this plastic. Let's just do that off camera. All right, there we go. Okay. So this is a number 40. It's been a long while since I bought a brand new Kuretake. It's actually been so long that I don't remember what the number of the one I loved so much was. I have like a number 4, a number 13, but it's not the same one I picked up when I was a teenager. I had that Kuretake for years and it was amazing. I think this one is close to it. Let's find out. Nope, I can already tell you it's not the right one. The one I had a gloss black finish. This one looks like it has a kind of a matte finish, but it is a sable hair. It is not synthetic. It is sable. Ooh. Sable hairs are just great. I love them way more than synthetic hairs for doing brush work. So, it comes with these spiffy ink refills. Now, the only downside to this particular Kuretake is that these are not waterproof inks. So we'll empty these out and we'll refill them with some thinned down India ink, which is basically India ink with just a couple drops of water in it. Oh, and hey, it comes with, that's pretty spiffy. Keep that wet. Very nice. So yeah, so I will prep one of those with some India ink and test this bad boy out. There you go. Kuretake number 40. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to take one of these non-waterproof ink cartridges and make it waterproof. All right. So the first part is we've got to get this ball bearing released, and there's an easy way to do that. And this is it. Take your pen apart. Really interested to know what this is. If anyone knows what's in these little filler packs that they ship them with, I would love to know. It's not water. I'm not sure what it is. It's a little more viscous than water. Alright, so to break this seal, it's really simple. You just drop it in the water. And seal broken. Now, we don't want to use this ink because it's shitty and not waterproof. So, set your pen aside. And now the fun part. The ball bearing loose, just shake. And you'll want to turn it over every once in a while and just let a little water run into it. And just shake it until the water's cleared. I'm probably going to always have the black stain So once the water's clear, it should be pretty good. And there we go. Now I have an empty refill cartridge. Like that, I think. Now let's go fill this thing up. Okay, so once you have your empty refill, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need it. You're going to need some good waterproof India ink, some water, and I would highly recommend a hypodermic needle for transferring ink. I actually use this for India ink and for Copic inks because it just makes the whole process a lot less messy and a lot more accurate. So that's what you're gonna need. Let's do this. And yes, I get shit for having a hypodermic needle sometimes. People's responses are funny, but I promise it's just an art tool. I'm not doing intravenous drugs over here. So what you're gonna wanna do, and this might be hard with the camera in my face, let's see. So you're gonna wanna get some water. And I like to just fill it with water and then push most of the water out and leave just a little bit. I mean, you just need a couple of drops, in my opinion, to thin out this super black. And that's just personal preference. I find that when you thin it a little bit, your brush doesn't get as clogged. So I'm guessing on the dosage here. Usually I just overfill these things and ink goes everywhere and I clean it up when I'm done. It happens. So take your empty ink cartridge. You might have to break that seal again with the ball bearing. And you just, see if I can get this here. You very slowly fill it with ink. And I actually didn't get enough ink that time, so let's do it again. Get one more. Put it back in there. And this time I'm going to overflow it, I know it. Let's see. I think that's good. Yeah, let's do one more. It probably just needs a couple drops. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Now, I'm gonna take your brush. I like that. So that is just the backfill from popping the ink cap. That was clear 10 minutes ago. A little bit of ink goes a long way. You take your new waterproof ink cartridge. Hold it upside down for a second. Now you are ready to start pulling ink through. I'll rinse this out properly later. For now, just run a little water through it. Alright, let's carefully cover this back up because needle pokes suck. So then you just want to use the brush. Sometimes you might even shake it. Make sure that bearing isn't stuck. I will probably time lapse this piece, because it can take a while for the ink to flow. Interesting side note, if you like to do grayscale, gray washes, you can always fill this with watered down India ink. And then you have a nice Sumi grayscale tool. There you go. Now you have a Sumi brush with waterproof India ink. My favorite thing to ink with. Absolute favorite. So, a little more of that. Good to go. When it runs out, refill it. Easy peasy. And that's how I use a Kuretake with waterproof ink. Hope you dug it. Maybe it helps some of you guys. Thanks for watching. MatthewWarlick.com. Holla at your boy. Oops.